Okay, so time for a Backrooms tier list video. Let's do this.
We're redoing it since the new update came out and completely like not even like how many days after the first tier list video did the update come out? Like 2?
I don't know, but what I find funny is that someone in your comments section literally said that the new update just came out, and it was like, I don't even know how long it was, because I was doing Game Jam, and then I got jump scared by the new update. It's like, hey, new Backrooms update. I'm like, what?
I'm so happy. But anyway, it's here now, and level 0 is still B tier.
There are absolutely no changes. So I did look into how the spawn timer works for the Howler in this level.
Like, you never see him.
So you never see him, and I was looking into some other videos, and apparently the Howler is like in a little box somewhere off screen, and he doesn't spawn in for I think like 1 to 2 minutes. Really? I don't know if it's random or if there's like a set timer to where he spawns, but then he spawns relative to the player's location until they find the exit or get murdered by the funny Shark Noodle Man. Doesn't change the fact that it's B tier.
Yeah, the only reason it's up there is because of icon status, and it's like the Backrooms.
And it's like that. It's a very inoffensive level. It gets you used
to starter level. Yeah.
The maze-like esque sort of deal. Even though a lot of the levels from here on out are kind of linear.
Yeah.
All right. Level 1.
Which one is level 1?
It is the one with the cars in between. Yeah.
So we kind of combined, like last tier list, we did all of the levels, like sections. This one we just combined all the sections into one level. Level 1, I'd say, is A tier. It's not S collectively, but the part with the skin stealer, like the non-dark part with the skin stealer, is very fun, very good. The dark part is did they even fix the glitch with the door? I don't remember.
I don't know, which is why I'm a little hesitant, because I mean, like, sure, level 1 is just like your standard puzzle, and I mean that's fine.
Yeah, the standard car puzzle is cool and all.
Then you got the second part where you actually get to deal with the entities, and this is pretty much like the introductory state for the entity themselves, because most players aren't going to be in level 0 for that long, so the skin stealers here pretty much their first real introduction to an actual enemy, and they do a good job because the 4 keys are randomized in their different locations, so you have to, you know, walk around and actually play the game.
Yeah. The dark part is a cool, well, like, it's scary, it's cool, but the problem was, like, the glitch before. And
yeah, no, this level would absolutely be an S tier if it wasn't for the fact that the doors were bugging out. I don't think they have, because I remember the glitch still being there when we played with Will.
Or maybe, I don't remember the hard mode, if that was, you know, but
yeah, Fancy, I love you. You are a absolute god tier game designer, but please, dude, please fix the bug for the doors. I don't know how you've programmed the doors. I don't know if it's an animation or you just have some rotate axis program put into your blueprint, but whatever it is, it just causes the camera to get locked, and I'm not even sure what it is, so please fix. It'll make the level so much better. Alright, moving on to level 2, and that's like right here.
So 2 is a very, like, 2 wasn't done justice to what it actually is.
I'm putting it in D tier.
It's just a hallway, but it's a cool part of the level where you know you have to run away in a straight line from evil guys.
Exactly, and I mean the idea is cool. Yeah, twice.
More, you know. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna say, because the whole point of level 2 is that it's supposed to be this giant sparse hallway of pipes, but it's literally just one hallway. But it is cool that you do come back to the level again and run the opposite way.
From level 5, yeah.
Now, this would be an F tier if it didn't do these two things. First, it managed to make the level interesting by having you go 2 separate ways. And the second thing is that you're pretty much given the hint that you go left first to the electrical station instead of going to fun.
If you choose not to, you will die.
Yeah, you will literally... The Smiler is programmed to block off level fun until level 5 is considered completed, which is good, but I do wish you were allowed to sequence break there for repeat runs. And there should be
Makes me
more of like a
interested.
penalty if you skip it. Like maybe the AI gets harder in level fun or something like that. But it would be nice to
Or you have to kill
allow.
party hosts or something.
Yeah. It would be like if in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, if you were to take the cannon and go to another world, like suddenly the levels are harder because you chose to take the cannon and skip a butt ton of the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Even though
it's not even to pad out runtime, it's just to make the game more interesting, to, you know, accommodate for a skilled player. But that is quite a stretch goal. Excuse me, I can't English, but yeah, that would be an interesting thing to see. I've never seen that done in a game before.
Yeah, but like it's very similar to level 1 and 2, like how they are, or 0 and 1, like how they're in the lore, where they're pretty much every level is a giant ass maze. And the other 2 levels before feel more like faithful to the lore, while this one's just kind of a hallway. But everything else,
Yeah, that is true.
Um,
I will say, seeing the Smiler outside of darkness is kind of goofy because he's just a big old
it's like
spider.
a spider, yeah.
So silly.
Anyway, level 3.
Level 3. Alright, say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You guys did nothing and I did all the work in hard mode! Anyway.
Okay. So we do have experience with this in hard mode.
Yeah, this is a little bit of hard mode bias, but this level is still not the greatest. I really like the atmosphere and the dogs are interesting, but the amount of like stuff you have to activate in order to pass, it's like a good challenge, but it's also a lot at the same time.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. It's like if you're doing this, I know this game is designed for multiple players, but the fact you provide a single player option means that you need to accommodate for one player. And the fact that hard mode makes it to where when you shine the dog once, that's it, that is not exactly a good way to go about things. Because obviously, like, the first 3 are going to be fine. The level is designed in a way to where you can easily access all 9 by strategizing right, but the fact that you have
the final 3 are randomly generated, which is why in hard mode it took over an hour. Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's because I did all the work. Stay tuned for that video.
I think the fact that there's such a slim margin of error
for
this
hard mode
early in the
for
game.
normal mode, it might be D tier, but yeah.
But the problem is that this level, it's the 4th level in the game, and there are so many levels that you can access that it just seems so stupid to have some level this difficult so early on. Because, I mean, like, comparing this level for hard mode, I guess just like, if we were to compare
mode,
this...
it becomes a single player where everyone else has to wait for you to get done at the 3rd part. Well,
here's the problem. Here's the problem. When it comes to level 3, if we've done pretty much everything in hard mode up to like what level 52? Yeah, we got like halfway through Fun Plus. That is true. But it's like even Fun Plus was easier and took less time than this level. Level 8, which is pretty much widely considered one of the hardest levels that we've played.
We kind of
like still easier.
We just brute forced it. This one you cannot. Yeah, we did kind of. You have to. It's like awful. But at the same time, it made amazing content. Stay tuned for that.
That is true. It was really funny.
It was really funny, but it was very miserable. But I might throw it in D tier for normal mode. Do you think we make another tier list for hard mode?
I agree. Yeah, let's just do this one for normal mode. In that case, I'll be nice
putting normal mode, but the hard mode will come after.
Alright, so then level 4. Which one is 4? That's a good question. Oh, you see the one with the tape? Yeah, it's the one in between the arcade and the hotel one.
The coffee table and the flashlight?
Yeah.
Alright,
so this is a rare... So this is one of these levels that doesn't have any real threat at all.
It's just kind of unnerving. And I'm really disappointed because the window monsters show up in level 188 in the new update, but they're not here, where in the lore they're like literally one of the only things here. They could have just thrown them in some windows and be like, oh, don't get close.
Here's the thing. if they kept the game consistent and didn't have the window monsters, I wouldn't care as much. But the fact that they're in level 188 and not in level 4 really hurts.
Yeah. I was talking about that before the update even came out too, so.
That is true, and I won't lie, I really do like the stealthy aspect of sneaking by all the cameras. It is a nice little mini game, but to be honest,
it gets annoying after a few times.
It gets annoying after a few attempts, and the fact that in normal mode using the vents is kind of required is a little stupid. But to be honest, I can't really say that this level is worthy of D tier, so I'm just going to put it in C. I think it's a nice middle of the pack, but I can't really see it being any better than what we have above it so far.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. I might move 2 up to C in that case.
I might do that too, but I'm gonna put it below The Office because I mean, The Office at least has
more than
some
just a
extra
hallway.
Things to do. Yeah, because I mean, it's a nice spot to get resources. There's a shortcut to the hub if you go to a certain spot of the map. I mean, you can't die here. It is pretty much a actual definition of
that is very
level.
accurate to how it is in the actual lore, where it's like one of the safer levels, and there's a lot of outposts set up for all like the people that are down in the back.
And you know what? I would raise this level higher if Fancy, please God, add NPCs in this game. It would be so nice to be able to talk to people.
And the snack rooms, the NPCs, like even if they just like stood there and just like waved or something, it would add a lot, honestly. And
also, I just realized
add window monsters to 4, please.
I just realized that the snack rooms is not a part of the PNGs on this list, so when we get there, we're just gonna point and I'm gonna make it appear in the video.
Right. I'll do that too.
Speaking of which,
level
next
5.
up we have the Terror Hotel.
Where is it?
You can either choose the funny thermometer. You know what? Choose the thermometer, and we're gonna use this little carpety looking thing as the snack rooms.
Where's the
one that's the carpet one's in between Lights Out and the Neon Boyo. But we go for the monitor. That's between the fun. That's between both fun words. Okay.
So 5.
Hot take here. Hot take here. I really, really, really like level 5, and it's literally just because the final part of level 5 is just done so freaking well.
Yeah. The only problem with the like everything about level 5 is good except the fact that you can skip the second part.
Yeah, I think
the second part is terrifying, and I'm glad you can skip it, but you kind of don't want that in your game, you know, where you can just there's 3 possible codes, and then you can just input 3 of them, and then oh, you're done.
I'll say it is much more effort just to have 3 key codes that work instead of just making a random number sequence. But the thing is that I do understand why he did that. But I'm gonna put this level in A tier, but we're gonna go by this one by one because the first part I really like. The first part it's just a long puzzle. There's no inherent danger. But you can also soft lock yourself.
Yeah, but you know what I kind of wish? You know, like the pipe cleaner monster from the...
Oh! There's like really the squid cool hotel manager dude.
Yeah, that too. Like the squid dude that tries to sell you something and... yeah.
He's just like, hey, would you like to sign this piece of paper and make your soul get eaten by Satan?
I feel like if you added some of those, like for the pipe cleaner monster, you could like have him run across the hall, and you just can't be in that hall while he runs across it, and then he like disappears until like a few minutes later, then he runs down the hall again.
That would be really some, cool.
Cool little obstacles that aren't like too hard to dodge, but they're still.
It would add some tension too. I would really like that.
Plus, apparently, he's like really, really loud.
Yeah. Also, in when it comes to the next part, the second part, I swear, this level would be so much better if the code was not limited to 3 different possible combinations, and you literally just never knew until you explored the entire hotel.
Which, yeah, it makes it better, but it's so terrifying that I'm glad we got to skip it every time.
Yeah.
Except that one time where I just decided to not.
The combination of the Skin Stealer and the Hound works very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that would have benefited from that. I don't change the final part of level 5. It is literally perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It is so intense, and we never remember the maze, so I say it does a good job. I'm going to put it in A tier.
Same.
but I'm gonna put it above level 1. So far this is our highest
I'm
ranking
gonna keep
one.
level 1 above 5.
Okay.
But
Level
next is
5.
fun, so it's S tier.
We all know it's S tier.
I just
It's
love
so
the
good.
atmosphere.
The first time we played this, I don't think we even discussed this in the first video, but the level's atmosphere was so good that it actually was like making one of our friends, Cabot,
was
just
terrified, and I was like,
terrified.
"Why are you terrified? It's not even that bad." I'm kind of sad that they took away the classic like children's songs in favor of the instrumental version of U Day, but I get it. I'm just a little disappointed because I liked the, it was either Row Row Your Boat, ABCs, or that other one that I always forget the name of. That.
But just like childish songs like that just had so much to that level fun atmosphere.
I love U Day, as you will see from like the
good.
many recordings, because we just sing it just randomly.
Yeah, you and me
really
just sing it the most.
For at least level fun, like the original one. I just feel like they could have kept the classic children's songs, and it would have been fine.
It just feels better. I don't know what it is, but it's like the music just does not feel, I guess, correct with the environment you're in. Because the children's music felt a lot better for a more of a grimly lit child-like area.
Like
while something
level
like
0,
U-Day,
but party themed,
And I mean, like U-Day, the one with lyrics, and even the instrumental version works so much better in Fun Plus, just because of the sole fact that it's such an open area, and it just makes sense because it's supposed to be like this giant, lovable place to go.
Until they kill you.
Yeah, until they kill you, until the giant
level fun is very fun. I love party goers. They're probably my favorite entity. And just sneaking past them and him forcing you to aggro them in order to get like past them sometimes, it's just really fun.
I agree.
But pool rooms is kind of like F tier.
Oh yeah, pool rooms are next.
Because it's Backrooms like level 0, but not fun because there's not even an entity that will spawn, like for example the Howler, if you do manage to spend more than like a while in there. And water slows you down. If you don't know where to go, you can kind of just die to water for no reason. Well, I guess there's a reason now. It's the bacteria, but you don't really see it in this version of the pool rooms. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, not a very cool level.
It's really boring because I mean, if you have been in this level before, you will know the exact path to go. And there's a lot of issues with levels that were to where I need to speak English, but
congrats.
The biggest issue with this level, and a lot of other levels suffer from this too, is that you just know the pathing, and the fact that it's so boring and takes so long is really annoying. Like, there's no inherent danger aside from walking in the wrong spot, but that's so easily avoided just by having common sense. And the fact that you get slowed down by walking in the water is so annoying to where it feels like you just have to b-hop for it to end in a normal paced manner.
Which I like b-hopping anyway. It's a fun mechanic.
It is.
I guess it wasn't maybe intentional, kind of like, but there's a reason why Melee is a good game, and it's like the unintentional mechanics from Melee are what make the game so good.
I think unintentional mechanics are just fun.
Yeah, like b-hopping in this game is very, very fun to do, and it's useful because you don't run a sprint. Unless there's like a low ceiling, but, you know.
Then you just adjust.
Yeah, then let's
Run
see.
for your life. Ooh.
That's this one.
I'm gonna say I don't know about this one, because it's in between the cusp of S and A. But I think the level's
I'm gonna say it's short. A just because level run in the hotel exists.
Yeah, no, it's
and that one is way more expansive. There's turns and twists, doors open. There's like it's just that but better. So that's why I'm saying A tier. But this level is still very fun.
I mean, before Run for Your Life plus or whatever it is, exclamation point. I think it's just called the Hotel Chase in the lore. But before this level was in the game, this was absolutely S tier just for atmosphere and terror alone. But the fact that there's now a new level that just does this on a much grander scale just kind of nullifies this on the scaling a little, because it's like this is still an S tier worthy level, but compared to everything else that came in the new update, I don't think so.
Yeah, and the reason Level Fun's still S tier is it's like it didn't get done better; it just got done differently.
Exactly.
So yeah. What's after that? It's
the end.
Scratcher Room.
Okay. This level
in D tier, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite S tier because I love the atmosphere, especially when the lights turn off. It's like, the problem is the amount of tapes you have to grab is kind of absurd.
That's why I'm gonna put it in C tier,
especially when you're playing with 3 to 4 players.
Yeah. So for those who are unaware, the amount of tapes that you have to collect in this level in order to complete it actually change depending on how many people are in your lobby. So if you have multiple people, like 3 or 4, it'll end up being 48, and if it's just 1 player or 2, I think it's just 24. But the fact that I do like the atmosphere of this, which is why I'm going to put it in C, because I will not lie, the first time I played this, I was genuinely terrified when the lights went off and all you could see was just the disgustingly glowing red eyes. It was actually kind of horrifying, and I love the fact that the Scratcher was programmed to just run around randomly, so you physically cannot tell what he's doing. So it makes the level a lot more interesting and tense, just because you can't predict his
just kind of being there just to help you.
The fire alarms do help the pacing of the level a lot. And to be honest with you...
The problem is sometimes they don't work, though.
Yeah, sometimes they don't work. The level's a little buggy, but I feel like I would put this level in A tier.
If not for the amount of...
if there were less tapes and the Scratcher was just a... I'm going to go on a hot take here. I think the Scratcher should be slightly faster.
I don't know about that.
But
he kind of just grabs me from behind bookshelves anyway. So.
But only when he detects you.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, as of now, I think... I gotta be honest, I like this level over The Office, but I'm gonna put it in, like, very low B tier. Like, this is bottom B tier. B minus.
You know what? Yeah, you convinced me. I don't know.
See,
I
the
do,
next...
I do like this level. 90... Or, I don't even know. Level bunch of numbers is just worse and worse as we play, because the first time we got it, the 94 was on like 10 or something, and you know, the most recent time we got it, it was at like 40 something. We had to run up like 40 flights of stairs in order to complete the level, and it's just not fun.
This is going in F tier.
Yeah, segueing into the next one, which is, you know, level 94. One of my least favorite levels. It just goes on way too long.
Before we move on,
Alright.
I just want to be the first to say, I hate how the Assyrian staircase is programmed. It is fancy, like I said, I love you, bro, but come on, man. Having to climb up so many flights of stairs, spending minutes just doing that alone is so annoying. Like, I think the cutoff should be 30 max.
I'd say
like, that
less,
is
but yeah.
Like, at least from,
I'd
like,
say 20.
floor 10. For me, I think floor 10 to 25 or floor 10 to 30 will work just fine. But, God, it takes so long, and this is one of my least favorite levels in the game. Anyways, we're going to move on.
During one of my thoughts, I was like, what if the level 94 entrance spawned at 94, so you were running up to 100 flights of stairs and you just never noticed?
And look, to be honest, after seeing like all the other levels and the fact that we're not we're not going to separate all the levels and we're just going to combine all of them, see, I'm going to do something to where I'm going to end up making myself, where is it? I need to find it. Where is it?
What are you looking for?
I want to... here we go.
I'm going to separate the boss fight from...
Yeah, I'll separate the boss fight too. Just because I think it's unique enough. But look, I'm going to add a new tier that's just called Staircase. And I'm putting it in there because I hate this level with all of my... No, you don't get to be above F tier. I'm going to make this like a nasty, dirty gray color. There we go. Staircase. You can clearly, definitely see it. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, no, I do not like this level. Anyways, we'll move on to 94, which is so boring. It is Walking Simulator 2001 or just Windows background.
Yeah, it's though the gimmick is cool with the nighttime daytime, but the fact that it's so freaking long to actually get to where you're going is just it's not fun.
I think what this level could have benefited from is being shorter and having the cycles change faster.
Yeah. I agree.
And I do like the fact that entities break into the houses and give a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
But you're in there for like a minute or two, and it takes forever for the nighttime to go away. I feel like it should just be like 20 seconds max and then move on.
Yeah.
And if the problem is that the animations won't be able to catch you by the end of the 20 seconds, just make them faster than the player.
Yeah.
Then boss fight.
I'm gonna put it in S tier with a grain of salt, and that grain of salt is you can just stand in the corner. It's useful though.
I mean, that's kind of the reason I'm gonna put it in mid B tier, just because like I like the fight in general. It's very fun, very tense, but it can also be trivialized way too easily by standing in the corner.
Yeah, I'll put the top of B tier, I think.
You know what? Yeah, it is better than
I was
level
looking
0.
at the other levels, and I'm like, I like these more than the boss fight.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, Lights Out. This used to be my absolute favorite level in the game, like the uncontested best level in my mind.
It's just tedious.
Now I just don't like it. On replays,
tedious.
Yeah, exactly. It's just tedious. I mean, you could go memorize the layout of the map.
It's a very cool level, but it's very, very boring the second and every other time after.
So I'm gonna put this at top D tier. And don't get me wrong, if we were judging this by one playthrough, this would absolutely go in S tier alone. But this is based on replayability, because that's what the developer...
It's based on
only because that's what the developer wants for this game. But yeah, this is not a replayable level.
I cannot wait for the next update. I love making content on this game.
Me too.
It's very fun.
So funny.
But yeah. Level 7. Where is level 7? Is this level...
Thalassophobia. Okay, I've started coming around more on this level. I actually do really enjoy the idea of Thalassophobia, only because of the fact that it is very hard to find the lighthouse, even if you know where you're going.
Well,
just the fog is annoying.
For me,
though.
It's not. Literally, if you just look right before the fog comes out, you turn the direction and keep going that way.
Yeah, sometimes my game just doesn't like that. I won't lie. I'm gonna put this
I'm putting it in C, I think.
Yeah.
I wish that there was more danger.
Especially in the underwater part.
Yeah, I wish that the thing on level 7 would like try and kill you.
So I was watching the Fancy Backrooms update video regarding specifically level 7, and the original concept was that there was going to be a fake thing on level 7 that was on the surface and underwater. So on the surface, if you stayed on your boat too long and didn't go in the houses, it would chase your boat down and then eat you and kill you instantly.
But that's like awesome. Why is
when you were underwater, if it sees you, you need to stay still, or else it'll kill you. But it looks at you and just looks away, and it's really cool. If
dude,
Fancy went for that,
that might be S tier, because
that would have been S tier for sure.
That sounds awesome, actually.
And I feel like the underwater section is cool, but I think, hot take here, I do kind of wish the underwater section was linear. It was sort of more themed around trying to dodge the fake things.
Like as soon as you get out of the cage, you have to go forward, and then it's like kind of like a red light, green light with the thing on level 7, and then at the end you get to level 8 in the cave.
Speaking of which,
also like what he could have done is he could have had Tiny, which is the other entity. He could have had Tiny
that is true.
the boat on this first part of the level instead of the thing. So that's another possibility. But yeah, overall it's not bad, but it just could be way better, I think.
For sure.
Level 8. Is that the one with like text on it?
Yep.
Level 8's A tier, I'd say.
I agree. I think I'm gonna put it above level 5, but below Run for Your Life. There are a couple of reasons for this. So there's two different sections for those who are unfamiliar. There's the first part where you just deal with death moths and you crouch around, which I don't know what it is, but Fancy can absolutely design stealth sections to make you feel like you're gonna shit your pants, especially with how terrifyingly close you're forced to get to the death moths.
Yeah.
Even the first encounter in that level is terrifying because, like, even with how experienced we are, one of us will always die to the death moth.
Will literally, this is the first time playing level 8, the door opens and he runs like, Will, you're gonna die, and he died.
Oh yeah, it was good times. Oh god. I don't know why I'm so tired, but yeah, aside from that, when it gets to the skin stealer part, it's a little more only because there's two skin stealers.
Even in single player, is baffling.
Yeah.
We kind of just brute forced it on hard mode because there was like not much else you can do. Because
which is true.
They spawn at the end where you like have to go.
If they didn't puppy guard the end and there was more incentive to be sneaky around them, because I could tell that's what the developer's intent was, then I would say that would be a much better design.
Maybe use a different entity, you know? Like, there's like that snake one. There's so many entities in level 8 that you could just remove the skin stealers and put them as like a sort of like scanning, like, you know, solid snake sort of enemy. Where if they see you, you have to crouch and not move, and then kind of like, you know, the level 7 concept for the thing.
Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is that the design we currently have, in my opinion, is way better than what the original one was supposed to be. Because in the update, apparently what was supposed to happen was that the level layout was going to be more linear, but instead of having consistent enemy placement to where like death moths were in one part and skin stealers were in another, it was going to be a random generator, and it was going to go between 4 different entities, and I think it was hounds, skin stealers, howlers, and death moths.
Howlers is out of place, I feel.
Actually, no, I don't think it was howlers. It might have been something else. I'm not sure what, though.
That kind of feels like hell, though, because, you know, especially for nightmare runs.
Oh, I think it might have been Smilers, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Either way, it's a pretty good level, it just could be better.
Hello, monkeys.
Oh, hey, Will's here.
We're grading... Yeah, we're doing a tier list. You want to join?
Yes.
Okay, we're on level 9.
What's next? Level 9.
Okay, personally,
I do like
level 9 is really good. Even on repeat runs, I love it.
Actually.
I'm gonna put it above level fun. I have a soft spot for this level because it is
I'm not
very
putting it above
well
level fun just because how tedious it can be to get the Morse code computer.
Do you guys have like a tier list or like
you're
saying them?
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah, there's a tier list.
Do I just search up Backrooms?
No, I put it in the Lawnmower Squadron chat.
Oh, okay.
The first part is alright. It's very unnerving and I like it. The neighborhood watch is, you know, the good touch. The problem is like getting to the Morse code computers can be very, very hard, especially in single player.
So which one are you guys on?
We're on level 9.
Which one is that?
The street.
Oh, the street.
The dark street.
Oh,
yeah, the wretches, they just, I don't know, they do not leave you alone. And it's very
the
hard
wretches are not programmed well.
Until you get to the second part, because that
the abandoned outpost. So the abandoned outpost is quite possibly my favorite area in the game, just solely because of the fact that there's one entity and you're literally required to force him into a spot.
Yeah, give that gamer a shower.
Yeah, you have to give gamers showers and finally deodorize those filthy, nasty shits.
Yeah. Level 10. Level 10's like
which one's level 10?
That is the wheat fields, the foggy, canyon-looking area. Personally, I don't know, because this level, it is a very average level. I'm gonna put it below the office, just because, I won't lie, my biggest problem isn't even with the maze-like aspect or how the level's designed, it's literally the fact that the facelings have some very odd programming. I know they're supposed to spawn in relativity to the player, but dude, come on. Their audio needs to play.
The way I was going and I couldn't do anything.
No, the audio literally needs to play before they start moving. That is such a problem I have with these entities. I have not died in this level, but I know people in our friend group who have played with us have died just because they could not hear the face link.
Yeah. I really like the first part. It's very unnerving, and the dude's just running across the field. I was really hoping in the hard mode version, where we were all playing hard mode, I really wish, because I wasn't looking behind me at all, I was hoping one of them would take me, just like, because the death animation is freaking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping that one of them would grab me, and I was just going to start screaming, "He's taking me! He's taking me!" Or some shit. It'd be really fun.
That would have been beautiful.
But,
I would have totally chased after
took
you.
Me, and we just kind of, walked.
That's another problem I have. You are a lot safer from this entity in the first part of level 10 if you just have your friends behind you. I really think that the way the faceling should have been programmed in multiplayer is that you are
target someone and you have to look at them.
Yeah, it's like all of the players have to look at it for him to disappear. If you don't look at it, you're still a target.
Yeah, like if like the person in the back looks at it, then he's not a target, and it just runs past him and gets the person in the front because he's not looking.
Exactly. That would have been a lot cooler, or at least it would completely get rid of the easiness in the first part of the level. Because without it, it just nullifies the difficulty, especially if you're like me and you're in the front most of the time. Now, for another level that just sucks.
I like the atmosphere of this level, but it's just always the same code. It's never different. It's 931 if you're wondering.
I'm putting it at the top of F tier, and look.
Yeah.
As much as I enjoyed the level with how it looks, it is a very beautifully designed level, but God,
it's not really
either change the code or give a puzzle, because it would be so nice if there was a puzzle.
What I was really thinking is, what if you had us play an arcade game, win the arcade game, and that gives us the code, and it's random?
Exactly.
That would be so
so
cool.
much fun.
Like, I don't know, like beat one level of Donkey Kong, or do one level of Pac-Man, or something like that, or just make up a new arcade game. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Called Crackman, where you go through the streets of Los Angeles.
Yeah, but
I don't know how that would work.
I feel like it just could be way better, but it's just nah.
It could. It really could.
What is the next one?
Level.
What picture? Yeah, I know the.
0.2, and that's the red carpet, white walls.
This one, okay.
Yeah.
This one's like S tier, I'd say.
I'm not even gonna lie. This has started coming around to me. It is one of my personal favorite levels because even on repeat runs, the atmosphere is still ungodly terrifying when you no clip into the red world.
Yeah. I also really like the concept of like no clipping into like basically an upside down version, upside down like evil version, kind of like Stranger Things in a way.
Oh yeah,
where it's like really dark and like everything's like it's kind of like the lighting of Level Run, but it's like the Backrooms, and there's like smilers everywhere you have to kill with your flashlight, and there's a skin stealer lurking around. It's just
like the skin stealer's inclusion. It does help this level a lot because if it was just the smilers, yeah, because if it was just the smilers, it wouldn't have been as good. One thing that I did notice is that and I'm not sure if this is true, but if this was the most intelligent thing that Fancy did for his game.
There where he changed the AI.
I think the AI of the smilers is dependent on which doors you've opened. So they'll purposely spawn more in front of doors you've already opened. And I'm not sure if this is true, but I've noticed this a lot more to where they'll break lights nearby and they'll spawn in darker areas. Which is really cool because not only is that lore accurate, it just helps the player a lot. And bro, just getting to see PETA running around and bee hopping like the rest of the cast, I won't even lie, I was tricked by him.
Around now, it's very wholesome.
Good job, Fancy, for making good AI. You managed to trick me.
He did. You managed to trick me in the finale video of my normal mode playthrough with the boys. After the end credits, or not the well, it is the end credits, but after my outro, you'll see a little clip. My mic is off because it was goofy, but I walk up to a door and someone's standing there. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I walk up to them and they turn around and kill me because it was a skin stealer. And you can't hear it, but I scream my lungs out because I thought it was like one of the boys, and it was not.
So funny.
Remember
moving.
when we were all going in that door, and that the skinwalker also walks in? You guys think it's me? But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not.
that was before the updated the AI even.
Yeah.
And that was all your fault, honestly.
Yeah, what I find funny is that there was nothing inherently
That was not my
wrong with
fault.
what Will did, because Will did nothing, and Steven was like, "Will, this is your fault." What do you mean it's my fault?
I don't.
It was his fault because he didn't follow us and he didn't say
I
anything.
did follow you guys. I was just slightly behind you guys, and I watched the skinwalker go in before.
You didn't
Oh, you're
say
talking about the
anything.
freaking elevator thing
Yeah,
in
the
level
elevator
1, aren't you?
incident.
Okay. Yeah, no, I
No,
blame
no,
Will
no.
for that.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
talking
no,
about.
well, that's
I'm
okay.
talking about the one where you're looking for the. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. That is the
Yeah.
right one. Yeah.
All right.
When you're looking.
What's after that? Snack rooms. We're using the hotel.
Yeah, snack rooms, F.
I like the typewriter though, so I'm putting it in D.
What did you want me to say? Oh yeah, the skinwalker's about to kill you guys. Good luck.
Yeah, that would
You guys
happen.
were
would've
not
been
getting out of that. No, you guys were not getting out of that. He was in the door.
Man,
You could have been like me at the end of the first Backrooms video I put in, where it's like, "Oh shit, run, skin stealers!" at the top of my lungs.
yeah.
But anyways, snack rooms, bro.
I'm putting it
this
in D tier 'cause
level-
it's a cool recharge level, and the typewriter is funny, but it could have been better with NPCs. Maybe make it bigger. Honestly, it was very cramped, especially in
Here's the thing.
multiplayer.
I would have given this level a lot more credit if it did these following things. First off, this level desperately needs NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be larger. Those two things are key, but another thing that was a complete wasted opportunity is that there is absolutely no good reason that there is not a shortcut to the hub to this level.
That is also true. There is no hub exit.
And there's no close level that has a hub exit to this one. And aside from like 3999, which would be really, really annoying just to replay all of, we're just having to replay the entirety of level 0.2 would just be so annoying if you wanted to restock. But regardless, yeah, it's F tier. It made me sad. But anyways, let's get to
It
the
made me
coolest
happy
level.
was the typewriter.
You want to know what made me happy? Running for my life from the comp in
Banger alert.
level chase.
Banger alert.
Yeah, banger alert for dude. I don't know what kind of weird magician ended up coming on this level, but dude, his music is kind of insane.
Not as good as Uday, but it's very good.
It's hard to determine whether I like this level. Oh, you know what? No, I like this level over
I put it up for
0.2.
everything so far.
It's so good, man. I mean, first off, the atmosphere is amazing for this level with the clump coming after you. Also, if you're in multiplayer, you're forced to separate part of your squad and make one person the guinea pig, and you have the active choice to leave them behind, which is really funny.
That is true.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
sorry,
doesn't
Will. Yeah, it doesn't. And the thing is that I really, really like the fact that there are so many turns, the doors get in your way, there's multiple
It's just-
branching
yeah.
paths.
It's just level run, but better. It's just, there's lots of different things that try and stop you.
And what's cool is that it adds to the horror element.
It also has the safe rooms too.
Yeah, I mean, the horror element that this amplifies is like, there's so much trial and error in this level, because there's so many wrong paths you can take, and also, it doesn't ever feel like the game was just trying to kill you. It's like, okay, I can do better next time. But it's also terrifying as shit going through this level while having the clump chase you. So it's so easy to just mess up on the doors and die to him or the Smilers. And I really like the fact that even on repeat runs, the level is so freaking long that it is nearly impossible to remember every single turn. Well, unless you were dedicated. Well, unless you're dedicated enough to go study it on your own, but if you're just playing this casually, you are not going to remember this at all. I can guarantee
I
that.
really like on the stairs part where you can you're going you're like halfway down on the stairs, you start hearing his footsteps way closer, even though he's not actually that close, and it just adds to the tension.
I love that.
But yeah,
Alright,
what's
next up, dark pool rooms. I am so mixed on this because it's like anything that doesn't involve the clump and the valves just sucks.
I'm throwing
It's
it
boring.
in A tier. It could have been S tier if the kind of overworld part was more fun.
I'm gonna put it low A tier because
Yeah.
I won't lie, I really like the dark pool rooms. It is an absolute metric ton better than the original pool rooms.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think
the
only
clump sections are very unnerving too, because like
Oh
you don't
yeah,
know where it is.
I have to leave at 7:30 tomorrow. I'm just gonna.
El Bozo.
I
Lamau.
have college visits. I'm bringing my laptop, so I will be able to be on.
Mhm.
Cool. We'll catch you later, brother.
Bye bye.
So, anyways, Dark Pool Rooms is really, really good, but I can't deny that there are a couple problems with this. First off, why the hell does it take so long to turn the valves?
And also, why is the boat so slow? Can you please
The
make it
boat
faster?
needs to be faster, and I think the Hydrolitis Plague needs to be in more spots of the map.
Yeah, just to make the boat more worth like actually taking.
'Cause
Because we figured out you can go down the freaking water slide thing without the boat, and it's way more fun. But like I feel like you should be required to take it, you know?
And to be honest, there are so many spots with the Hydrolitis Plague that you could just walk past safely.
Yeah.
That it's not even a real threat. There's only like one spot where the boat is required just because the Hydrolitis Plague is too large.
Yeah.
But yeah. Aside
which
from
one's-
that,
Oh, sorry.
oh no, you're good. Aside from that, the overworld really just needs to be shortened a bit.
I do like the bridge segment.
The bridge segment's pretty cool. It is really funny.
Flooding Disneyland.
Yeah, flooding Disneyland's great. Anyways, moving on. Oh my
Fun
god,
Plus is the best level in the game.
No. Bro, I just realized we skipped 188.
Oh my god, yeah. When is? Oh, that's right.
It's
Oh,
before Dark Pool Rooms.
you're right. You're right. This is the OG picture of it, right?
Yeah, the OG
You know
picture.
what else we skipped?
Oh yeah,
Water
the
damage.
other. Oh yeah, the other worst level in the game. I'm gonna rename staircase. Hold on. I want to rename
doo-doo
staircase. No, I'm gonna call it doo-doo fart. It doesn't deserve to be called doo-doo shit.
So it's just like the stupid like water damage this thing looking.
Why is it still called staircase? I clearly renamed it to doo-doo fart.
Well, I guess I don't even remember what it is. Water damage is just awful. Cause
Okay, well I guess
It
it's
is.
just called staircase now. I'm putting both the Manila room. Just Manila room into staircase tier. It's just not good.
it's just not like in single player. The fact that in single player the things go up, like the levers you pull still go up. It's not good. And in multiplayer, it's just so bad unless you have all 4 people, and even then, it's terrible. It's just not very fun. And it took us like one of the when we first started. It's one of the longest we've ever spent on a level. So
We spent around 5 hours total just on that level alone, which is so sad. And personally, I really like the concept of this level, but
if the levers stayed pulled and maybe there was more of them, it would have been better. Like if there was one in every room and they all stayed pulled, that would have been better, I think.
it would have. In my opinion, if that happened, or they made it to where there was a health system and the Howler could not physically kill you on the first attempt, it would be so much better to give more tension. Because the fact that the Howler can insta-kill you just is really annoying.
Oh yeah.
And especially since it takes forever for him to de-aggro from you when you're hiding. Yeah, this level just really needs to be better. But I'm gonna put it above the staircase because it at least does stuff aside from just forcing you to run up a stairwell. Anyways, now we're gonna do 188.
Here just because all the other ones are just boring, do nothing. Um,
I'll put it in the bottom of F tier instead of staircase tier. That's a special place in hell.
yeah. All right, 188, the actual 188.
I won't lie,
Honestly,
I don't like this level.
Really?
No. There's a
I like
couple
it. I
things
think
I
it's
don't
A
like. Really?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Maybe B tier because the TVs are very clunky.
I was about to say, my biggest gripe is that the TVs are so clunky, and they obscure so much of your vision that you can never
if I
see
could go
when the
into third
giant enemy
person with them, I
spiders come
think I'd be
through.
way better off.
You know, it's like this desperately needs a third-person view just because you have this absolutely sonic speed giant enemy spider in the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what the actual in-game name of it is. I think it's
very
like
weird and complicated, but
it's like the Anima something. I don't know, but this entity is not like a canon mob, anyways. Because I think the origin of this is from some dude's fan footage of the Backrooms. I don't know what his username is, but I know that this entity is not a canon entity.
oh, really?
But yeah, I personally will put this in mid. You know what? I'm going to put it top of C tier because while I do like the level, it's just those two things just really suck. And the fact that you have to do it 3 separate times and it's in random spots every time sucks. And if it is in the very far corner where all the couches are, you pretty much are fucked.
It's true.
Because there are 2 spawn points for this giant enemy spider. And he's so freaking fast.
He is very fast.
Moving on.
Honestly, in single player, I don't even remember really because I feel like I had a pretty easy time just not getting killed. I don't remember why that was, but whatever.
That's fair enough.
We went to Dark Pool Rooms, then we went to... Alright, Level Fun Plus. That's the Goofy carpet, the red one, right?
I like this level. It's going in S tier, but it's not the best level in the game.
This is the best level in the game, and there's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise.
Fair enough, because there, in my opinion, I agree with you.
4 levels in one.
But I think it's interchangeable with Hotel Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Only because they both are just, oh my god, they're so much fun. They're fun for different reasons. While Hotel Chase is just fun because of atmosphere and chaos, Level Fun Plus is just
so much to do, and it's the freaking fireworks are the best item in the game.
I don't know what kind of psychopath designed the firecrackers.
They're so bouncy too. It's wild.
The fact that you can even kill your friends with the fireworks just makes it so much funnier.
Oh yeah.
You know, I really like this level. All the parts. My only gripe is that the Simon Says room just kind of sucks dick, and it's really boring.
I feel like I wish they had done something different. Maybe even like done something similar to the original level fun.
You know what? You know what? So there's different rooms that. Well, there's the 4 different rooms. So you got the one where you're sneaking around, popping the balloons for a key, which is
that
good.
one.
That one's good. Then you have we're not counting Simon Says.
Yeah.
Then we got the one where you're wandering around with the firecrackers, hitting the party host to get to the next room.
That one is probably the best.
That one is the best
just
one.
Because not only is there party hosts now, and that's like lore accurate. You get firecrackers, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I really like the areas in that part of the level. They're all
distinct. Then there's the dark room with the glowing wall.
The dark room.
That one's so much fun. It is very tense.
You cannot see, and then you instead of getting a regular flashlight, which makes it easier, you get a glow stick, which kind of blinds you, but kind of lets you see. And it's just very, very like, oh god, where is he? And I even have a clip. It was actually from single player for those of you who would have watched the video and are now watching this one. The clip where he's in the room with me was a single player clip. But I put down the blue glow stick on the rainbow, and I go to walk out, and I turn around and he's in the room with me, and he just opens the door and walks out, and I'm like, oh my god, and it was terrifying.
The fact that he doesn't aggro you at all just makes him so much scarier, in my opinion.
And then when he does, it's just like, oh shoot, and you're just dead. And the best part about that part is Frank. Is what we know.
Oh yeah, Frank is great. Frank is such a mood, man.
Yeah. So I made the short. He's also in the the finale video. But basically, Frank is the party goer, but he just kind of sits there and stares at the green glow stick, and there's various things going through his head, and he's having a hard time. So go find that short if you can. It's called "Is He Okay?" on my channel, and go ahead and throw it a like. So with one prayer for Frank.
We need one prayer for Frank.
Okay. But
No, to continue
every
on
other
my
room
tangent.
except the Simon Says room is great.
Yeah. To continue on that tangent, bro. If they changed it to something else, like you know how in the fan, one thing that I'm a little disappointed we didn't see is that in a lot of the fan footage of Level Fun in particular, they always show some sort of parkour maze while you're outrunning the other partygoers.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the hell did they not try and do that?
At least for like the 4th room. Or like what I was thinking, if they didn't want to do that, or like it was like, you know, too much or something, what they could have done is they could have done like literally just the original Level Fun, and then at the end they could have had the Simon Says balloon popping if they really wanted it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very, very good level, best level in the game, but that one little part is just, you know, it's like eh. But everything else pretty much makes up for it. And we love Frank, so it's okay.
Alright, now for level 50... Okay, so level 55, I think it is.
The first time we play, I think it's 52.
Oh, it's 52, you're right.
In the first time we played this, it was like, whatever. But the replay, to get footage back, because I wasn't able to get footage of half of Fun Plus and all the way up to the end, this level is freaking hilarious. The ragdolls in this freaking level are so funny. It's you know,
and to be honest, I would, like, if we were being normal here and realistic, I would put this bottom B tier, but God,
it's so
I
funny.
swear,
Like,
this level
bottom A
is
tier, I'd say.
so much better with that glitch.
And I'm not even gonna lie, killing off the party goer if you can and doing the level on your own is actually really fun. And that's actually what we ended up doing. I didn't even realize until I looked back at the footage.
Oh, killing the party pooper?
Yeah, the party pooper, sorry. Because he like flops around like a TF2 flying ragdolls mod, it's hilarious, and it makes the level harder, and like you actually have to know where you're, well, not necessarily know, but like not kind of like jump into danger. It's just really, and I like the school, the kind of like school atmosphere.
I do like the fact that it's painted like this big, tragic, terrifying scene to where the partygoers have completely taken over this level while there's so many party pooper corpses littered as you travel through. And then for the final level. So, before we continue about our opinions, I just want to go ahead and say that this is a completely unique level that was designed to be the final level of this game. And I do not like this level. There are so many things that are wrong with it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna put this at bottom of D.
Yeah,
I don't think it's F tier worthy.
Me neither, because
but
it's interesting and it tries. And I like the heaven part. The heaven part's pretty funny.
The heaven part's fun.
I like
the ending is so good.
I like the little, like how you have to go on the elevator and go to the different places. I just feel like taking pictures of this stuff is it's just so clunky, and the fact that you have to take pictures of the entities, and on the 3rd level there's smilers constantly spawning. It's awful.
There are
especially in
quite a few. Yeah, there are quite a few ways that you can improve this level. So first off, the biggest improvement that I would even suggest is make it so that the player takes pictures faster, because God, it takes way too long. It needs to be a quick, I would say half a second, snap, done. Even if it takes a full second, snap, done. That would be fine. Second thing that wasn't even addressed by any of us that made me more peeved was the fact that the elevator takes so freaking long to start moving.
True.
And it's so easy for Peter or the Smilers just to catch up with you and butt sex you to death. And some other things I should mention is that like you said, the Smilers spawn way too frequently. It is so annoying to have to deal with those little teethy shits everywhere. But my biggest gripe with this is that you only take 6 pictures. I really think this could have benefited from having more pictures and just rapidly scaling in difficulty.
I think what you need is more levels and 1 picture per level.
I agree.
You know? And also, I feel like the camera light should be brighter so it can act as a semi-flashlight rather than like barely being a semi-flashlight.
Especially if Smilers and Dark Rooms are being incorporated.
Literally, you cannot see like at all on the 3rd level of the level. with the camera, and you have to use the flashlight.
Uh-huh.
And it's just when you have to take pictures of stuff, it's just really awful, you know.
Yeah.
But I like the concept, and heaven is cool. I like
Heaven is very cool. But that's the tier list
yeah.
for normal mode.
It is until the next update comes out, and then I'm
Oh
going
my
to do
god.
it again.
I swear, the next update better not come out a day or two after this video again.
Although I would
I'm
love
gonna
to
be
play the game. Let's give this some lasting, you know.
So Fancy, if you're watching this video, please don't release the next update like 24 hours after this video comes out.
Or do. I like this game.
Yeah,
That being
really...
said, I can't wait for the next update, and I'm curious to see all the new endings that you may or may not add. But
Oh yeah. Hopefully there's like... What I'm hoping for is that he said that there was
Maybe
going to be
branching paths or
multiple
something.
endings and branch... Yeah, he was saying that there was going to be branching paths and multiple updates. I would really like to see that, because that
Yeah.
means more levels.
I just want more levels, more entities, you know, just more. And obviously he knows that, but you know, it's just
I want
more,
bug
but
fixes above all.
that too,
I want bug
the
fixes.
door and yeah, quality of life.
Please.
But yeah, that's the video. That's the tier list.
No, it isn't, because we are going to real quick just go through each level and just mention bugs. Because, man, this game is buggy
We'll
as
start
shit.
from the bottom and we'll.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up a list of levels. So I'm going to pull up the Escape the Backrooms levels, and we're just going to do them all in order from the start.
Bruh.
I know. But it makes it way easier. You ready?
Alright.
Alright, level 0, there are no glitches.
Mm-hmm.
Level 1, the doors in part 3 are buggy as shit.
Yeah.
You will get stuck on them for absolutely no reason. Level 2 has no glitches. Level 3, the hounds will sometimes just despawn out of thin air.
No, I feel like that's intentional though.
It is intentional, but that needs to be hidden from the player. And also, the hounds can grab you through doors. A lot of entities can grab you through doors, which is really annoying.
When you look at the hard mode footage, he just clips through the door and kills me.
Oh yeah, and the hounds can also clip through doors for some reason.
Only if
Abandoned
you're really
Office
close to it, but yeah. There's no real
has no
in
glitches.
Level 4.
Level
Alright.
5...
I can't think of
As of... There are no glitches at all. In that level. Level Fun
It's perfect. I love level fun.
has no glitches. The Backrooms does not have any glitches. Run for Your Life does not have glitches, but it has collision errors with some of the stuff to where it'll just... Especially the mattresses at the end of the first segment. I've got caught on them so many times, even when I go the correct direction, which you're supposed to walk right around them. Sometimes you can get clipped onto them, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Level the end, the AI is buggy as shit, and sometimes they just will not listen to the fire alarms at all.
That, and he will grab you through the bookshelves.
Oh yeah, and he can just grab you through solid objects. Let's see, level 922233720368547758807. This level just sucks, that's the glitch.
Level 94, as we said.
Animations can grab you through vans, lights out.
That's intentional.
The wretch is supposed to not be able to grab you when you're crouched, but I managed to do that for Michael anyways, but I think that was only because he was talking.
I feel like that's fine though, you know.
That's fine. That's not a glitch. It's just weird because that's the first time.
I feel like he should grab you if he hears like your voice chat, and if you don't have voice chat on, then I think you're just fine crouching and not moving.
Bassilophobia. Okay, this goes for a lot of levels. Whenever you're inside of the boat or doing something, the in-game audio gets muted to where you can't hear your teammates for whatever reason.
I thought they fixed that.
They didn't fix that.
Well, they fixed it for the panels and stuff, like for the elevators.
It's fixed for everything but boats, and this is also
true. No, what happened was the boat. Your voice will stay if you have like prox chat. Your voice will stay where you first got in the boat. We figured that out on level Dark Pool Rooms.
Which is really annoying. Also, there is a glitch to where sometimes your audio output will stay behind, and it'll just slowly start fading out when you go away from it, and it's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
The cave system does not have any glitches.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Manila.
Manila rooms.
The door will not open sometimes if you hit all 4 of the levers, or like even just some of them, the door just won't open.
And also the Howler can just grab you when he feels like it. Alright, level 9. There are a couple of things that I do want to mention. While not a glitch, the Wretch AI is not very good to where they do not de-aggro from you at all.
No, there is a glitch. Sometimes they go glitch out of the house and then they just follow you in the overworld.
Oh yeah, also the animation for doors won't play whenever they walk out, because sometimes the door animation will just jitter a bit and then they'll just phase through the door.
Yeah, and also sometimes the doors don't open on your first press of F, and you have to do it again, and then you die because you were pressing F too much.
Yep.
But yeah.
Level 188.
No level.
No. That's not
10.
next. Level 10's next. Shoot.
The audio for.
Yeah, the Faceling audio is not very good.
Yeah.
Then after that is level 3999. It's how do you glitch up a room? Level 0.2. Okay. There are no glitches in the there are glitches in this level, and it has 100% to deal with the Smilers. Is that they need to immediately despawn if they're right beside you. Or else
they
something.
Just spawn on you and you just die.
Or better yet, the Smilers just need to have a constant audio so that when they're close to you, you at least can have some indicator on
you
dealing.
You can turn a corner and just die because they won't instantly die when you shine them.
Same goes for the Skin Stealers. They really need some sort of footstep sounds, or at least they need to talk so you can basically hear them.
They don't talk often enough and they don't talk loud enough, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been blindsided by them quite a few times. It is really annoying. It's not a glitch, it's just something that really needs to be fixed. Then after that is one... Nope, that's the snack rooms. There is no glitch.
The glitch is the NPCs are invisible.
Run for your life. Sometimes in the death animation you can clip through the wall.
Sometimes when you die, this only happened to me once, you'll visit God for a brief
moment
before all your friends die as well.
Exclusive to this level, if you're playing in multiplayer, sometimes the screen will just go white and you can't see the other people's screens, and it's really, really weird.
Yeah.
See, also the Smilers hitbox for when they kill you is
weird. Yeah.
It is way too large.
What's next?
And after that, we have
sometimes
188.
This guy just kills you when he's looking through the door, and you're just standing at the door, and he just.
Oh yeah, the kill radius on the spider is way too large. The giant enemy spider is way too OP.
Giant enemy hitbox.
The giant enemy hitbox.
Pull rooms. Dark pull rooms. I mean.
Let's see. There is a glitch with the boat. Oh no, we need to talk about the funniest glitch that's in this level. While there is a glitch with a boat to where it'll just simply not register your button input to get in the boat when the icon says you can get in the boat. There's another bug to where if you're standing on the boat and not sitting in the boat, it'll think you're in the water and then you'll just be swimming in the air, and it's really funny.
So, who cares? Fun plus. Let me
see. First part doesn't have any glitches. Second part doesn't have any glitches. See, the third part...
there is one glitch. Frank is technically a glitch. Frank should not be depressed. You need to make Frank happy, please, so he doesn't sit and stare at the green glow stick instead of trying to kill me.
So sometimes Frank will just not move. He'll just stand still and lose complete interest in going around, to where I feel like he should just be wandering around the whole time and occasionally stop to do things.
One of the funniest things Frank does is if you're in a room crouched on a table and the door is open, he'll walk by and just shut the door. It's hilarious.
It's really funny. It's like no open doors in the house.
But yeah, Frank just needs to be not stuck in depression.
Level 50.
All of us.
Alright, level 52.
Do not fix the ragdolls, I will kill you.
There is a glitch, but God, please don't fix it. It's way too funny.
All the ragdolls and all the death is just so funny.
We got a couple of clips of the ragdoll just ragdolling, but there's one in particular that I want to show, and it's this where
the one where they knock, they move the party goers.
specifically a one that only occurred on my screen because for some reason
Yeah,
the
the-
ragdoll's different for multiplayer on
they're,
everybody
like,
else's
distinct for
screen,
everyone.
which is really funny. But on my screen, the ragdoll, the party pooper, ended up moving the party goers, and I think it clipped one of them through the wall.
Yeah. Also,
Because I think that was the
there's two
once we
party
found
goers at the beginning that just kind of sprint to the end and stand there after that, and it's hilarious.
no-
So don't fix it.
and they don't even aggro you; they just kind
They
of
don't
stand
aggro you,
there
but if you walk up
menacingly.
and touch them, they will kill you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Then the final level.
there's so I heard from in the recording, apparently the Howler killed you through a wall. Yes, he does, but I feel like that's more
I
of an
did-
AI thing.
I don't know if I recorded this, but I think this was more of a Wi-Fi glitch. But the Howler literally ran through the wall and murdered me.
Yeah, and then I think this was just Wi-Fi thing, but my game kind of broke a few times, and I fell through the floor, and then I like got disconnected, and then I had a bunch of people running in place. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's the level. But yeah.
Exactly.
Now finally, that's the tier list with some
That is it.
bugs that you need to know about. Yeah, this game is good and you should play it. It's worth the $10, especially if you have friends. I recommend actually getting friends to play with, because like single player can be kind of miserable. But
If you don't have friends,
very fun. If you
might I
have friends,
recommend you the sponsor of this video, Time Traveling Incorporated. Now you can use this time traveling geode and go back in time to reinforce an entire army of yous. And it's not going to be your fault if they're not loyal to you and try and gank up and murder you, because that's just part of the liability waiver. That's right. In order to use this, you have to sign 15 pages worth of liability waivers to show all the different hazards that come with time travel. So please be careful when purchasing this. It's only for 15 payments of $30 that do not link to me at all. That's right, this sponsorship doesn't even pay me. I just get paid in satisfaction. So check out Time Travelers Incorporated now. That's the end. I'm done.